Please be seated. Good morning. My name is Andrew Blanchard. I'm a professor in electrical engineering, and I serve the institution as Dean of Undergraduate Education. Before we begin this joyous ceremony, let me remind you to silence your cell phones and be courteous to those around you by quietly attending to the speakers throughout the ceremony. During the presentation of graduates, we encourage you to express your pride by applauding and cheering. This is a wonderful day for everyone, graduates, parents, family, friends. Thank you for being here. Please enjoy the ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, as University Marshal, it is my distinct privilege to introduce to you the President of the University of Texas at Dallas, Dr. Hobson Bullenthal.
Thank you, Dean Blanchard. It's a real privilege to be able to be the person to welcome our graduates-to-be and their family and friends to this spring 2016 commencement of the University of Texas at Dallas. This week we're celebrating the 124th series of commencement exercises in our 47-year history. I'm delighted to be here for this important occasion and glad that each of you, family, friends, faculty, university staff, and especially you almost new graduates are here with us. Joining me on stage today are three of my great colleagues, Dr. Engel Musselman, our acting provost, Dr. Jean Fitch, our vice president for student affairs, Dr. Bruce Kinnaid, our vice president for research. Also, it's a pleasure to introduce my long-term colleague and friend, the Vice Speaker of the faculty, Dr. Murray Leaf. And the person who will hand you that all-important folder, our University Registrar and UT Dallas alum, Jennifer McDowell. And now it's our pleasure to invite Provost Musselman to take the podium.
Thank you, President Wildenthal. Graduates, families, and friends, and UT Dallas students, staff, and faculty, I welcome you to the 2016 Spring Commencement ceremonies. These ceremonies, occurring over 3 days, are joyous celebrations of the many accomplishments of our students, resulting in the awarding of bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees in the fields of arts and humanities, arts, technology, and emerging communications, behavioral and brain sciences, economic, political, and policy sciences, engineering and computer sciences, interdisciplinary studies, management, and natural sciences and mathematics. Graduates, my colleagues on the faculty and on the staff at UT Dallas, and I offer you our heartfelt congratulations on earning your degrees. This is truly a great day for you. Please know that it is also a meaningful day for those of us who work at UT Dallas, because here we have the opportunity to see the culmination of what you and we together have been working towards for many years. Enjoy today, and again, congratulations. Now I have the privilege of introducing some colleagues in the stage party from the Eric Jonsson School of Engineering and Computer Science. Mark Spong, Dean. Porras Balsara, Associate Dean, Graduate Council. Simeon Dafos, Associate Dean, Council for Undergraduate Education. To introduce today's student speaker, it is my pleasure to welcome Dr. Mark Spong, Dean of the Eric Jonsson School of Engineering and Computer Science.
Thank you and good morning. Our student speaker came to the University of Texas at Dallas from Stephen F. Austin High School in Sugar Land, Texas, and is graduating today with a degree in software engineering. He's been involved with a myriad of organizations on campus, having had the opportunity to serve as president of the Association of Computing Machinery and on the board of Hack UTD and as president of TEDx UTD. He's also been involved as a member of the Entrepreneurship Club, the User Experience Club, the ECS Student Advisory Council, and as a designer for the university's official app. Also as well as that of Radio UTD, as a brother and former visual design chair of Delta Tau Delta Fraternity, Iota Omega chapter, and as a winning participant of UT Dallas's Launchpad Entrepreneurship Program. Over the past summer, he's interned as an iOS developer at Bottle Rocket, an app development studio here in Dallas, with plans to intern as a mobile interface designer at MailChimp this summer. In the future, continue his studies in human-computer interaction. Graduates, please welcome your classmate, Izu Alechi.
First of all, before I begin, I would like to give a warm welcome to all of the students, faculty, and staff who've made it this afternoon to be part of this commencement ceremony, and thank our friends and family from the UT Dallas community, the DFW community, and beyond for being part of this special day. Thank you and welcome to the commencement for the Spring 2016 graduating class of the University of Texas at Dallas. If there's anything I've come to understand in my 4 years here at UT Dallas, it's that, and bear with me here, I see the cliche already, it's that the only thing that's constant is change. My time here at UT Dallas is rife with it, as I'm sure yours is as well. Changing faces and friends, viewpoints and ideologies, some of these the very things we entered UT Dallas with, without a doubt. I can sincerely say I'm leaving UT Dallas quite a different person than I entered it, with more informed views and richer experiences to draw from, shared with many of you out here today, through courses, through my involvement in organizations like the ACM, and through meeting with and working with such a diverse set of people day in and day out. 4 years ago, a friend of mine named Sumanth Nelaru, someone who's out here today, asked me to join the Computer Science Student Association, an organization that went on to become the Association for Computing Machinery, an organization I've had the opportunity to lead for the past 2 years. That's not a decision I thought was significant at the time. But my involvement with ACM has helped reshape how I view the importance of different viewpoints and backgrounds when coming together to effect change at scale, a lesson that's going to stay with me. Sometimes it's the smaller decisions that lead to the bigger changes. Change, however, doesn't stop here. It's everywhere we look right now, and in very real ways. Changing political climates beyond what we viewed as possible. Changing technologies, rapidly reshaping how we interact with the world around us. Changes in medicine and how we conduct business and elsewhere. And it happens whether we oppose it or not. But it's not a thing that happens to us, and we can't view it that way. Change is our tool for how we're going to shape our futures and the futures of those around us. We can embrace change, whether personally or professionally, and direct it by our effort, for our good, and for the good of those around us, by taking action where we want to see change. We've seen it every day on campus here at UT Dallas, with students reshaping their schools from the Naveen Jindal School of Management to the Eric Jonsson School of Engineering and Computer Science, through incredible student organizations and initiatives. But let's keep in mind that the mark that the students of the class of 2016 can make does not end at UTD. Let's take another look at change in the industries around us. The world right now is ripe for us to change them, to move us forward. Catch a flight and fly half the world's circumference in any direction. It doesn't matter what language is spoken. They all know these words: Facebook, Google, Twitter, Apple, Microsoft. There's never been a better time to change the world, as cliche as that sounds, and there's never been a better class of people so capable of doing it. So go out there and make things happen. And no matter what industry you're going into, no matter what job you'll hold, no matter what work or research you'll do us all and do yourself a favor. Do work that you're proud of. Do work that you're passionate about. Leave the world a better place than you found it, no matter what the scale is. In whatever you do, never be content with the way things are. because that's not how progress is made. Leave your mark. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing what you guys do out there. Thank you.
Fantastic, impossible act to follow. Change. I was going to talk about change too, but the one thing that hasn't changed at UT Dallas from the very beginning is really bright, really good students and dedicated faculty. So some things change, some things remain the same, and important things at UT Dallas have and will remain the same. This is my 23rd spring commencement weekend at UT Dallas. Counting fall and occasionally summer ceremonies, I must have experienced about 50 commencement series. Given that we always have several ceremonies for each commencement, I figure I must have sat through, that's the operative word because I usually sit, more than 200. But things change. There was a time when we did not have this activity center. This would have been a particularly fraught day with the threat of rain had we been having to hold our ceremonies outside as we once did. Actually, the worst thing about holding them outside was typically the heat. And after 100-degree day and people fainted in their black robes, we never tried outside again. We moved down to the Richardson Civic Center, and when enrollment got bigger, we moved to the Plano Civic Center, which was bigger. But one year we forgot to make reservations, and we found that the National Cat Show had taken our graduation time. So we had to go back to Richardson. Had actually 5 ceremonies. We thought that was incredible. Now we're doing 10. Sitting through those 200-odd ceremonies, I've listened to a lot of commencement speakers, the president, et cetera, et cetera. When you sit through every ceremony, you hear the same speech 5, 8, 10 times, you find out they generally don't get any better. Sometimes they get worse. But what's even more difficult than listening to the same speech a lot of times is giving the same speech a lot of times. I really always had a hard time with that when I was a teacher, but that's my challenge. I'm giving the same speech. That's why it's great to have these student speakers, because literally every ceremony we hear a different great speech, as we did today. But those are trivia I've been talking about. What counts at commencement and what never gets old, what stays the same, and never fails to inspire those of us who work at and work for UT Dallas is the thrill of sharing with you, our new graduates, your joy and your pride of accomplishment. Believe me, you inspire us, and particularly so on a day such as this, where there's no more homework, no more tests, just pure enjoyment. So after 23 years, now I've got to be the commencement speaker, addressing you graduates and your families and friends. I want to try to share with you very briefly some of my thinking and feeling about UT Dallas, and I hope that it resonates with your own thinking and feeling about your alma mater. I, of course, could write a long book about all the things about UT Dallas that give me pride and joy, but maybe I will someday, but not today. Remembering that brevity is the soul of wit and also the essence of compassion for the audience, I'll try to be very succinct. Speaking very simply, what I feel about UT Dallas is pride. First of all, I am continually proud of our students, particularly today of you graduates, and proud of our faculty and of my administrative and staff colleagues. I'm proud of our buildings, old and new. I'm proud of our campus appearance, and I'm particularly proud of the reputation we have earned among thoughtful and knowledgeable members of the community. That reputation being that UT Dallas is a community of bright, hard-working, hard-studying students and dedicated faculty, that we at UT Dallas do education the right way, and that we are steadily and rapidly ascending to the highest ranks of American universities. You and your families should feel proud that you are UT Dallas graduates. Our pride is justified by objective facts. Our students' intellectual distinction ranks them with America's best. Our faculty achievements in research, creativity, and teaching are increasingly recognized by many competitive awards. And now our campus buildings and our landscape excite admiration not only from us, but from all of our visitors. Our achievements strike envy and maybe even fear among our community of peer universities as more and more outstanding students, such as you, are choosing UT Dallas as the runway from which they take off into their futures. You graduates have been at UT Dallas during a time of amazing growth and progress. There's very good reason to believe that this progress will continue in the years ahead. Your fellow alums who graduated about the time you entered UT Dallas, when they come back, have a hard time in recognizing the buildings and navigating campus. You should not stay away too long, or when you come back, you'll have the same difficulty in finding your way. We think you graduates made wise choices when you enrolled at UT Dallas. We know that you've worked hard at a demanding school and have successfully completed your studies and are now graduating. We are grateful that students such as you chose us, and we thank you for your confidence in us. You're now wed to us, your alma mater, through unbreakable bonds, and we are wed to you. Let us enjoy a long and happy relationship. Congratulations. And now I invite back to the podium Dean Andy Blanchard.
Thank you, President Willenthal. I would like to offer special recognition to those students graduating with honors today. Will all candidates graduating with Latin honors, including cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude, please stand and be recognized. Please be seated. Collegium 5 is UTD's four-year honors program. I would like to invite all C5 graduates here to stand and be recognized. Please be seated. Phi Kappa Phi is the nation's oldest, largest, and most selective all-discipline honor society. All Phi Kappa Phi members, please stand and be recognized. Please be seated. It is now my honor to certify the candidates for undergraduate degrees. Will all candidates who are to receive the bachelor degree please rise and remain standing? Dr. Wildenthal, on behalf of the faculty, I certify to you that those candidates who have completed all of their academic requirements are entitled to receive their respective degrees. Candidates, please be seated.
I now invite to the podium Dean of Graduate Studies, Dr. Marion Underwood.
Thank you, President Wildenthal. Today's commencement ceremony is a highlight of the academic calendar. We gather to recognize and celebrate your dedication, hard work, and the glorious achievement of earning your degrees. We know without a doubt that you have gained a great deal of knowledge. However, as Albert Einstein reminds us, imagination is more important than knowledge. For knowledge is limited to all we know now and understand, while imagination embraces the entire world and all there will ever be to know and to understand. We hope that you will use your imaginations to pursue new directions, to acquire new knowledge, and then to apply it wisely. I would also like to recognize the tremendous contributions, commitment, and sacrifices of the parents, families, and friends that help make this day a reality. Students succeed not only because of their own efforts, but also because of the support they receive from families and friends. So, to our graduates and families, congratulations, good luck, good success, and best wishes for your very bright futures. Will all candidates who are to receive master's degrees please rise and remain standing? Dr. Wildenthal, on behalf of the faculty, I certify that the candidates who have completed all of their academic requirements are entitled to receive their master's degrees. Candidates, please be seated. Earlier this week, a special recognition ceremony was conducted for graduating doctoral students. Each student who participated in this ceremony invited his or her advisor or another UTD faculty member to assist me in placing the doctoral hood of their commencement regalia over their heads. The conferral signified the success of the candidate in completing his or her program of studies, leading to the highest academic degree offered by UT Dallas. Since the doctoral recipients are already hooded, it now only remains for them to receive their diplomas. I ask that the doctoral candidates now stand to be recognized. Candidates, please be seated.
Now, by virtue of the authority vested by law in the Board of Regents of the University of Texas System, I confer upon each of you the respective academic degree for which you have been recommended, with all of the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations appertaining thereunto. And I offer you my sincere congratulations. Now it is time for graduates to take the stage to receive their diplomas.
Candidates receiving the Bachelor of Science degree, please come forward as your name is called. Izuchukwu Chimdayati Alechi. Anya Dreskovich. Arash Alex Amini. Reza Behemani Alarazan. Jeffrey Bolton. Brian Joseph Drake. Adrian Armaselu. Emilio Celis Aguirre. Marcus Rocky Chu. Raymond Chen. Travis Mitchell Bieda. Ian Michael Braunfeld. Rochelle Elizabeth Brannon. Austin James Davis. Michael Howard Cox. Arthur Calguar. Justin Thomas Ellert. Matthew David Ecker. Dustin Marshall Fain. Michael Ivan Francis. Henry Lynn Din. Sharia Aurora. Edgar Ivan Esparza. Trey Brian Blankenship. Joshua Aaron Binkley. Vincent Duong. Chris Oliver Dumrike. Youssef Shahid Akhtar. Joshua Y. Kai. Spencer Austin Gray. Nathan Daniel Hechteman. Alex Kessler Gwynn. Adrian Gutierrez. Colin Timothy Haney. Nicholas Alexander Grube. Ahmad Garbida. Jeffrey Dylan Greenleaf. Frankie Jamel Hampton. Raul Ismail Gonzalez. Garth Glenn Gullickson. Jarek Mackenzie Guevara. Alex Martin Hinkemeyer. Sohoy Huang. Sean Everett Lee. Christopher Patrick Kelly. Zachary Paul Jaggy. Ethan Douglas Jones. Kayla Ann Jordan. Aaron Jacob Kulhanek. Nelson Matthew Leduc. Azadeh Kalajabadi. Dominic Joseph. Fizza Mahdi. Brian Scott Kaler. Lalu John. Natika Malik. Charmara Janine Mays. Conrad Dustin Rice. Bradford James Kupka. Joel Philip Sida. Apurva Patel. Richard J. Payne. Kai Wren. Tyler Ray Parnell. Vernil Dwayne Messaker III. Tuan An Pham. Andrew Michael Turner. Mohammed Fazil Tola. Jiang Wang. Zachary Max Kelman. Timmy Wynn. David Yu Wynn. Darian Alexander Wong. Mohammed Yassin Ashraf. Robert Anthony Westman. Buon Situla. Andrew Clayton Brantley. Otto Wagner. Kevin Fee Vo. Marina Adele George. Ridge Frederick. Bradley James Gracie. Kevin Lim. Justin Allen Keeling. Charles Sun. Tabor Benjamin Hust. Sarai Montanez. Baheru Te Lamesa. Trevor W. Savage. Mary Ellen Christine Altman. Heaton Nyan Patel. Francis Marie Imperial. Tayaba Salim. Brandon James Kiocho. Cesar Hilario Zambrano. Bontavi Vong. Karis Jaceel Wesley Newton. Devin Donald Wiley. Maylene Takata. Candidates receiving the Master of Science degree, please come forward as your name is called. Arvind Pandian. Sindhuja Algubeli. Kunal Arora. Vishwani Arora. Soma Sundaram Ardanari Saran. Indiraja Andari. Siddharth Bathla. Jui Kaushik Barai. Madhuri Abnava. Bhagarav Aditya Agyari. Shashank Dwarakanath Adimo. Abhishek Bansal. Mayank Agarwal. Sasadar Ivaru. Venkatesh Avula. Gokula Krishnan Babu. Vibha Belavadi. Prativa Bauri. Chandran Bayatrupa Parameshwarya. Jeremy Chow. Ying Chi Chang. Alex Matthew Bijou. Gita Ganshram Bhagwani. Chun Min Chahan. Prathamesh Vinyok Chavan. Shwetalina Bahera. Darshan Mohan Bitkar. Teshavi Bolasetti.
Momita Das. Chiraj Bharat Chudasama. Arnab Dutta. Nuparbin Dinesh Bhai Doshi. Dipti Srinivas Desi. Lena Shirang Kunkirk. Gurleen Chawla. Zianshu Chin. Sagar Suresh Depandi. Kunjana Anuna Aid Chituri. Ashish Kumar Reddy Dasari. Yuzhao Ding. Emerald Saldivar Dusa. Ekul Golas. Sanjay Gandhi. Bharath Giri Apura Marasala Sadapeda. Mayur Gaikwad. Gaurav Mahendra Gandhi. Pangao. Priyanka Suresh Gundali. Divya Ganasan. Sathish Ganapanthi. Yingji Fan. Vidashri Govinda Gowda. Arthi Gugajar. Sakshi Gudayo. Chung Ji. Akshay Hacholi. Prajwal Halasahali Keshavareddy. Benjamin Yi Ying Hui. Michael Joseph Howell. Harshawadan Medharendra Ingali. Aniket Jirigudar. Swapnil Dilip Hashebi. Ragajave Jaya Prakash. Yunhui Huang. Chitra Harihara Prananathran. Rajasekar Jetty. Shrikant Iyengar. Ameya Sandesh Kadam. Kanika Kapoor. Bhumika Mansukbai Kakani. Kartik Nayan Kumar Kupadeya. Ashwini Vijay Kumar Karhapa. Anup Anil Kumar Karakal. Satyasiri Karmseti. Joel Shirley Joseph. Kaiten Kishore Joshi. Aniruddha Dilip Kakedi. Paras Kumar Kampesi. Kiran Kumar Kalyan Raman. Siva Teja Kambam. Siddharth Cowell. Vishal Kankala. Karthika Krishnan. Vishwana Parab Kondoju. Mukul R. Kulkarni. Sahithi Kare. Praveen Sagar Kare. Anudeep Kolathulu Venkatesh. Ankitha Madhav Kaude. Sharvari Ravinja Komojwar. Manlin Ku. Kaibwem Q. Prasanjit Kuntia. Gunshin Kaur. Hari Garakumar Vendaladium. Santosh Reddy Jinnah. Vignesh Venkatat Araman. IJ Srinivas Krishnamurthy. Kai Huang. Ankit Bharat Kumar Thosani. Shashank Bush. Sakap Aziz Khan. Supriya Giresh Kulkarni. Sreya Kushwaha. Pavan Kulkarni. Vineet Kulkarni. Supreet Damarian Kundapura. Subramanian Lakshmanan. Jaya Kumari. Abhishek Kumar. Abhishek Kumar. Saroj Srinivas Kulkarni. Jiwan Ma. Juan Liu. Yue Lin. Anmol Jiot Man. Debabrat Mohanty. Mohit Middle. Drishti Middle. Meghna Manchagaudi. Alec Gregory Moore. Rakesh Manoharan. Suhas Mohan. Naga Bhavya Mandale. Prasad Nadarajan. Vijay Kumar Mungara. Srisha Nangaraj. Sriharsha Narasimha Murthy. Stavan Kaushik Patel. Avinash Nagasudanram. Tamil Aruvi Manisakaran. Anisha Nenani. Prasant Prakash. Chuin Liu. Lakshmi Jagannathan Naidu. Mrunmai Bharat Nagda Onkar. Shilpan Nagde. Sonakshi Bana Prakash Pandey. Rithu Naraparidi. Shrithi Ramesh Nayak. Prashanth Parasarathi. Ram Prasath Parasarathi. Sundhir Ramalingam. Vastal Kumar Rohit Bhai Patel. Nish Patwa. Sharmila Singh. Shrimanvika Podaseri. Mathumitha Raja. Sanja Ramakrishnan. Sanket Ramanand Prabhu. Prathika Paladusu. Avinash Patil. Chaitanya Poduturi. Sai Krishna Poduturi. Sneha Vidyahar Patil. Swetha Prasad. Harichandan Roy. Rahul Ratnagiri. Sahana Ramaswamy. Nathan Allen Ritchie. Shreyas Narayan Rane. Nikhil G. Rao. Plawan Kumar Rath. Sahithya Rangaraju. Shravani Ramasetti. Sankhya Ramdas. Vijay Ramanathan. Subramanian Rambatala.
Ronak Nilesh Shah. Rajat Sareen. Bhumi Sulaks Shah. Janisa Shah. Suraj Namnitrai Sangani. Milav Shah. Naveen Raj Selvaraj. Omid Safi. Brian Andrew Sheeb. Vijay Shankar. Vignesh Sethuraman. Sivagan Senthil Kumar. Akshay Vasant Sate. Darshan Narayana Reddy. Namrata Singh. Aditya Shibredi. Sahil Paresh Kumar Shah. Arnav Sharma. Adit Harshadrai Seth. Raghav Sharma. Sumit Sikwal. Krishna Kumar Reddy. Sunish Sohil Seth. Shinri Shuai. Liang Shi. Diksha Sharma. Anand Kashyap Shankara. Irfan Akram Sheikh. Mohammed Rafi Sheikh. Arjun Shraf Mahesh. Girish Tejwani. Nivash Srinivasa Raghavan. Jaya Karthikeyan Sridharan. Mohammed Saad Tambe. Harshad Hukamchan Sarana. Akshay Sharad Thakare. Mukil Anand Sivakumar. Shankara Raman Sundara Raman. Shashank Surendra Tavaldar. Ravinhar Reddy Thalapareddy. Tejaswini Silapu. Yasini Sundara Raju. Aparajitha Srinivasan. Ka Su. Siri Venkat Vemuri. Chaitanya Vijendla. Sri Vijay Varanasi. Anthony Tran. Swati Varadarajan. Vishal Venkat Raman. Lakshmi Tirunalevi Radhakrishnan. Anusha Viram Reddy. Ankit Bakul Tolia. Yufeng Zheng. Aisha Mary Thomas. Monica Viramneni. Aishwara Viswadmula. Vikram Vipuri. Navaneeth Bangalore Venugopala Rao. Lun Xiao. Xiaoran Wang. Wei Wei. Xiaoyu Wang. Xing Wei. Madho Milind Wag. Vinamra Vinay. Smita Vijaya Kumar. Vinoth Venkatesa Ravi. Mingyuan Wang. Di Wu. Mahesh Venkateshwaran. Joseph Michael Fox. Balachandra Yadav. Uzma Arshad Azim. Shinwen Chu. Han Mo Jong. Vidhi Milind Gavadia. Shimeng Zhao. Zihao Yang. Yeyi Shu. Pavan Kumar Yadiki Rajakumar. Boyu Zhang. Rohini Shankarao Yadav. Narada Rayson Walker. Shin Yi Lin. Fennel Shah. Aishwarya Sankaran. Vivek Ravi. Harshal Pawar. Dayana Rajya Stalin. Hendra Sudhedya. Ramprasad Srivatsa. Brijesh Rajesh Kumar Patel. Tarun Katanguru. Aneri Pramad Shah. Mahabubul Alam. Dana Denise Crossland. Mariam Partovi. Niranjan Marate. Abdullah Al Moin. Adam Maurice Howard. Haitham Musan. Raza Mohammed. Thomas Alva Goodwin IV. Gerard Albert Matthew. Sasikumar Chelapan. Tejasvi Gopanathan. Manish Reddy Ajugutu. Yashodan Deepak Joglakar. Abindas Punoli Korath. Kathirasan Narayanan. Lizhi Shi. Shamol Hiran Shah. Roslyn Nicole Womble. Prathap Parthasarathi. Gibson Gladstone Mammon. Emily Jane Silvera. Shane Joshua St. Luce. Sandeep Sundar Kuntimad. Nikhil Arvind Rajendran. AJ Nateri Mangadu. Vanuraj Arunrao Shedj. Candidates receiving the doctoral degree, please come forward as your name is called. Yangchun Fu. Aranmosi Ramachandran. This concludes the presentation of degrees. It's now my pleasure to hand the podium over to Dr. Wildenthal.
I'd like to thank the university staff who planned and carried out the commencement ceremonies today and express my appreciation to the faculty and administrators who gave their time also. I'd also like to thank particularly the staff members with the most challenging job reading the names of our graduates. They're Daniel Calhoun, Chris McAlpine, and Paul Teal. Thank you, colleagues. In just a moment, but not now, it'll be time to move your tassels from the right side to the left. If you ever forget which side your tassel goes on, assuming you ever wear a cap again, it goes on the left side to remind you of your alma mater over your heart. Graduates, please rise. And turn your tassels from the right to the left. You may be seated. I get to be the first to offer you my congratulations, my warmest congratulations, and my best wishes for a prosperous and successful future. In addition to earning your degrees, you've also become alumni of the University of Texas at Dallas, a very special group of individuals. Today marks not only a milestone in your lives, but also in ours. We wish you all the best as you go forward as our graduates. Enjoy this day of celebration with your family and friends, and return to visit UT Dallas often. And now, as your first act as an alum of UT Dallas, I would ask you to all please rise, and our guests in the stadium rise also, as we sing our alma mater, led by our student, Victor Venn. Victor.
Please be seated. Almost done. Congratulations, graduates. Job well done. In a moment, the stage party will recess through the rear doors of the auditorium, after which our new graduates will also recess. Graduates, please pay attention to the staff from the Office of the Registrar as they ask you to stand one row at a time to recess. Once the graduates have left, friends and family may leave from the doors from which you entered and exit out of the north entrance and turn right. You may join your graduates on the campus mall. Please enjoy the music of the Encore Brass as the ceremony closes.